an x is there, and 3 is equivalent to your b. So we're just rewriting this rather than in any regular equation. This is function notation. They mean the same thing, except f of x is equivalent to y. So knowing that, if you look here, we have function notation. This says f of 4. And all that means, it's a fancy way of saying substitute in 4 for x, wherever I see an x. So what I want you to do right now is always write the original function first. So this is our original function that came from right here. And now what they want us to do is substitute in 4 wherever I see an x. So that means, again, fancy schmancy way of saying substitute in a 4 for x. So that means I have 4 divided by 2 plus 3. And then all you're going to do from this point is evaluate that. So this is part A. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then plus 3 equals 5. So our actual solution to f of 4 equals 5. So in other words, when I input 4, which is my domain, my output or my range is 5. So that ordered pair would be 4, 5. Okay? If they ever ask you. All right, part B. Again, all we're going to do is we're going to substitute in f of negative x. So again, all we're doing is substituting in negative x in place of x wherever there's an x. So we get the opposite of x over 2, divided by 2 plus 3. Now really there's a negative 1 in front. And if you look, this expression cannot be evaluated any more than it already is. So our final answer is exactly this, negative 1/2 x plus 3. Okay, so there really is no ordered pair there, but when you evaluate f of negative x, your answer is negative 1/2 x plus 3. Now let's go ahead and do C, which is substituting in f of 2a. So again, we're going to substitute in 2a wherever there's an x. So 2a divided by 2 plus 3. And if we could simplify, notice that the 2's can reduce to a factor of 1, and they cancel. So you're really left with a plus 3, and you can't simplify a plus 3 any more than that is. So there's your answer. So f of 2a equals a plus 3. And our last example, last but not least, they want us to substitute in f of x plus 4. So f of that quantity x plus 4. That means wherever I saw an x, I'm going to substitute in that quantity x plus 4 divided by 2 plus 3. Now, just like you normally would solve for a variable, I want you to individually divide each of those terms by 2. So if we go ahead and simplify, well, x divided by, again, there's really a 1 there. So 1x divided by 2 is really 1/2 x. 4 divided by 2 is really 2, and then plus 3. So if we evaluate that further and combine like terms, we're going to get a 1/2 x plus 5. So that's our final answer. So that's it for introducing functions, and that's it for our 2.3 notes.